Where's this? What, actually, what,
Wonder who lives here.
yeah, I wonder who lives here.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Derek, your ass is on. That is one way to introduce you to a stream. Welcome, man. How are you, mate? I got to tell you a story after this cutscene.
You made it.
Yeah, I know I made it. That was the longest flight of my life.
Enjoying the view.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
First things first, what is this geezer, Sebastian, doing in the middle of absolutely nowhere?
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier.
South of
With Ranrock's
Hogwarts,
lot
this is
wandering
like
about all the time.
kilometers south of Hogwarts.
Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Oh, this is where his sister is. Oh, the infamous sister. Ruby, I tell you what, literally just before I got on, I actually closed my eyes for a little bit and I said to Alison, oh, wake me up in like 10, 20 minutes. And I was like this close to just nodding off. And I knew I would have been out for like an hour, 2 hours. I would have missed completely the whole stream. So I'm glad I didn't. And Derek, you reckon my broom would be better to sweep than to fly? Tell you what, it's getting better, that broom. I need to go and upgrade it again and go speak to the old geezer that does it. So this is his sister.
Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can.
What?
The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
So this is Anne, so the one that everyone keeps giving spoilers about.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
Oh, Derek, my KD on here is like 76. 76.0, I think.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I absolutely love this little smack talk. Tell you what, my KD in Warzone, I think it's 2.2 now. I'm improving.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by.
All right, Derek.
I
Appreciate
wish
you
you
stopping
well.
by, brother.
I ought to see
Have
how
a good sleep, and I'll
Sebastian's
catch you in the
faring.
next one. Tuesday night, community games on Warzone. Dear Anne, Hogwarts isn't the same without you. Well, Sharp is still as foul, but you know what I mean. I hope you're feeling... I tell you what, Sharp is Snape before Snape was Snape. Cheers for your apples, mate. I'll just drop 2 on the ground. This is my potion kit, not yours. Leave my things be. A letter from Anne Swallow to Sebastian Swallow. Let's keep
Why will
moving.
he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with.
We need to get Maddie's
I
first win, Derek.
apologize for my uncle.
Oh shit, Monday's your birthday. So will be Monday morning for you. I think Tuesday night for me, Monday morning for you.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Hey Derek, what's the
Ranrock's
date?
loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Is the date? Is it the 20th? 20th of
All the
February?
debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at the top of the estate. They've been digging for something.
My gosh. Get to the quest area. Just need to get that cheeky page, you know? All this talk of birthdays. Mine's coming up too, Derek. But it
Up
won't be
there.
till March.
On that plateau is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Interesting. Up on that plateau, hey?
The wizard is a dead wizard in my book.
Honestly, cop is that. Of these geezers are there.
Incendio! Pinfringo! Expelliarmus!
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
You must.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside,
But
flames
God.
were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone would be hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Matt, you're gonna have to remind me again. That's so long before I fought anyone.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp
Revelio.
for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
First.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
What do you reckon? A bit of fire in this thing?
Incendio.
No, did not work. Oh no, we're moving up. All right, very good.
Revelio. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
This is in the
What do you
flashback.
mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
This is the flashback.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Oh, I can't remember what I did last time to get through these things.
Incendio! Confringo!
There we go, Confringo.
Huh, a stairwell.
A stairwell. Remember...
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
I don't know if I can read that, but
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Am I special? Oh my gosh, of course you just blow that thing up.
Revelio! You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Lumos!
This guy can see the Undercroft.
Revelio!
Speak. Oh my gosh, how have I not seen that speak to Sebastian thing on my
I
screen?
know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that.
Sebastian got us funny.
I knew you weren't telling me everything. Ancient magic. What does that even mean?
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded by a select few.
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
I thought I was the
tempted to
only one
hold
that
my
could
breath.
drive through this. I didn't think Sebastian could come with me. Also, Matt, I'm not sure if it's just my like subconscious, but I didn't actually see that sex part in there. I just saw dungeon for some reason. Anyway, let's go into this thing. Surely Sebastian can't be in here, right? He's a muggle. A basic wizard. Apparently he can. So why does Fig never come with me? Oh, this is the
Why would the door
room of the
lead us here?
requirement.
Sebastian, look.
Interesting. Oh no, it's not. It's the underground private practice.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Ew. I remember when I still didn't know any of that stuff. A cryptic note. Does anyone know what this means? I don't. Looks like a blue flame.
Anything helpful in the note?
Sebastian will tell me
A
all
rune
about
symbol. I've
Oh.
seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so.
I
didn't
am
see any traces
professional.
of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch.
This
So,
ominous guy knows everything. Level 20. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do the level 20 dance. Oh yeah. Alright. Next quest. Let's go.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented Flupan.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
Oh, get to go look at some space, eh?
Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
Oh my god. What am I looking at?
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear?
Everyone is freezing.
Dismissed.
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
People are so nice in this game, you know?
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
I'm not sure I found any werewolves in this game yet.
Trying to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Catch you later, Matt. Have a good night, mate.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
I wonder what you can use, like, stargaze for. I wonder what would happen.
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform. Something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it.
Revelio.
Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
What a geezer.
A little foreboding.
Revelio. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be...
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
So you can either blow them up or you can actually move them. Interesting.
Revelio! Incendio!
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, I mean.
I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out.
How the hell do I use this? Oh, here we go.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view.
Oh, you gotta... There we go. Look at that. First time.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Is that literally the mission?
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Gobbledygook.